Too much has happened publicly. Too many accusations. Too many interviews. Too many private details dragged into the spotlight. The trust that once held the family together appears shattered beyond repair. What makes this even more striking is how quietly the separation happened. There was no dramatic royal announcement cutting Harry off. No official statement declaring war. Instead, the invitations simply stopped arriving. Family gatherings became smaller. Public appearances disappeared. Conversations faded. And eventually the silence itself became the answer. Meanwhile, Meghan continued trying to rebuild her image through interviews, public appearances, and business ventures. But every new project seems to attract another wave of criticism before it even properly begins. In Hollywood, too, the atmosphere reportedly feels different now. Celebrity friendships once proudly displayed in headlines appear far less visible these days. Major public support from powerful names has quietly faded into the background. And while Harry and Meghan still generate enormous global attention, the tone surrounding them has undeniably changed. More skepticism, more fatigue, more questions about what comes next. As June arrives, the royal wedding will likely become another painful reminder of that divide. Cameras will capture William and Catherine smiling alongside the rest of the family, while Harry watches from another continent entirely. The monarchy will appear united, stable, and moving forward. And for many people watching around the world, the absence of Harry and Meghan may become the biggest headline of all. Not because anyone officially announced it, but because sometimes the people missing from the room tell the entire story themselves. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned because the next chapter of this royal drama could be even more unbelievable than what we've just seen today. Nobody expected the royal family to make the message this clear. No statement, no dramatic announcement, no public argument, just silence. But sometimes silence is everything. As preparations begin for one of the biggest royal weddings of the year, nearly every senior member of the monarchy is expected to attend. The King, Queen Camilla, Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Zara, and Mike Tyndall, Princess Eugenie, Princess Beatrice. The guest list reads like a full royal reunion. Yet the one couple everybody keeps talking about are the two people who reportedly never received an invitation at all, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. And inside royal circles, people are saying this changes everything. Because this was never just another formal family occasion. Harry grew up alongside these people. Peter Phillips wasn't some distant relative he barely knew. They spent years together at Balmoral, Sandringham, family holidays, private gatherings, shooting weekends, the sort of memories that normally keep families connected for life. Peter was even trusted to stand between William and Harry during Prince Philip's funeral, when tensions inside the family had become impossible to hide. That single image told the world how damaged things already were behind palace doors. But now even that connection appears broken. Sources close to royal insiders claim the trust is simply gone. Every private conversation now carries fear it could later appear in another interview, documentary, podcast, or memoir. And while Harry may still hope there's a path back into the family one day, the monarchy seems to have quietly moved on without him. Across Britain, the reaction has been ruthless. Social media exploded the moment reports surfaced that every major royal figure would likely attend the wedding except the Sussexes. Many people described it as a final proof that Harry and Meghan are no longer viewed as part of the inner circle. Not publicly banished, just slowly erased from the picture. And somehow that feels even colder. No confrontation, no shouting, just an invitation that never arrived. For a man who once stood beside his brother as the future of the monarchy, the reality now feels almost unbelievable. While royal carriages roll through the English countryside and cameras flash outside a small church in the Cotswolds, Harry is expected to remain thousands of miles away in California, watching a family he barely seemed connected to anymore. At the exact same time this royal drama was unfolding in Britain, Meghan Markle found herself facing another storm overseas, and this one quickly spiraled beyond control. Her appearance in Geneva was meant to present a more serious side of her public image. She attended an event focused on online safety and protecting children from cyberbullying, hoping to position herself as an international campaigner rather than simply a celebrity figure. But almost immediately, things began going wrong. Videos from the event spread online showing sparse crowds and distracted onlookers, while comparisons with Catherine's recent public appearances became impossible to avoid. Where Catherine continues to draw warmth, attention, and excitement wherever she goes, Meghan's appearance looked noticeably flat. One clip in particular went viral after viewers noticed a woman casually fixing her clothes behind Meghan during her speech, appearing completely uninterested in what was happening beside her. Critics online mocked the moment relentlessly, saying the atmosphere felt awkward rather than inspiring. But the real disaster arrived later during a private dinner in Geneva. Meghan was photographed smiling beside a controversial Finnish politician accused of harassment and racist behavior, allegations he denies completely. The image spread online within minutes. Suddenly, headlines everywhere were questioning how someone so vocal about women's rights and equality could end up posing beside such a controversial figure. Her team quickly released statements insisting she had no idea who he was and simply agreed to a photograph during a crowded event. But by then the damage was done. Royal commentators, social media users, and newspapers all piled in at once. And just when people thought the situation couldn't become more chaotic, Meghan made another move that stunned critics. Less than a day later, she released a never-before-seen photograph from her wedding to Prince Harry. The timing immediately raised eyebrows. Many believe the pictures were deliberately posted to shift attention away from the backlash in Geneva. Others focus on the images themselves, highly polished, emotional, intimate shots designed to dominate headlines once again. Instead of calming the criticism, the release only intensified it. People questioned why someone publicly criticizing social media culture had chosen those exact platforms to share deeply personal family moments only hours later. At the same time, scrutiny around Meghan's business projects has become harsher than ever. Her lifestyle brand continues changing direction, with constant rebranding leaving many confused about what exactly she is trying to sell. Promotional videos showing luxury kitchens, designer outfits, and expensive jewelry while advertising homemade-style products have been mocked heavily online. Critics argue the image feels too staged, too polished, too disconnected from ordinary people. Even former supporters are beginning to admit the constant reinvention is starting to look desperate rather than aspirational. The saddest part in all of this is how far Prince Harry now seems from the life he once had. There was a time when he was considered the monarchy's most relatable royal, funny, relaxed, loved by the public, and deeply close to William. After Princess Diana's death, many people felt protective towards both brothers. They were seen as inseparable for years. But now the distance between them feels enormous. And according to several royal insiders, William no longer believes a relationship can ever fully recover.